Welcome back. You're listening to Westchester Talk Radio, produced by Sharc Creative and made possible by a host of wonderful sponsors throughout the year. But today is a very special day. We're at ShopRite down in New Rochelle for our 6th annual Stuff the Truck promotion. And this promotion has been going on to help our friends over at Feeding Westchester, which is located in Elmsford, New York. Now, if you don't know about Feeding Westchester, they do some amazing things for our community. They really are the central hub for all things that have to do with food pantries throughout the county. And you know, you'd be surprised. We have a wonderful, robust county, but yet there's about 200,000 people who are food deprived. And that's what we're here today to do. We're here to play our little small role in it, and it only takes a $5 bag to stuff the truck, but that's what we're here to do. And I would be remiss if I didn't bring in my partner here, Joe Denise, who's the president of Norcom Solutions. Joe and I have been building a nice relationship together the last few years, and he's been kind enough to bring his team down here, his whole team, and they're helping us with this effort. Joe, it's great to see you, Joe. I really, from the bottom of my heart, you know that. I appreciate you and everything that you do and for being here.
Thank you, Andrew. Good morning, and thanks for having me. We look forward to this every year. Everybody on my team really looks forward to it. As much as we're helping the community, it's also a big team-building exercise for them because they get to really, we see each other every day in the office, and, that's a different type of atmosphere. Here, you let your hair down a little bit.
Yeah, you even dance from what I see. I saw you dance. They said that's maybe the only time we'll see it, but we saw you dancing. He's got this beautiful Norcom RV truck, and Joe, he's a fun guy, and he showed it. He's just standing out there like he was Santa Claus without the suit. But to his point, so his employees are here, and they got a kick out of seeing him dance. And just like he mentioned, in business, you're in your office, you could be focused on things like that, but it takes sometimes a community effort to shed a little bit of that and come on out here and enjoy yourself, but really doing something for the community. And like Joe just pointed out, it's a good community builder, and it's a good team builder for his business. So Joe, Norcom and Sharc, they be slowly becoming synonymous with one another, which I certainly think is wonderful. Tell me a little bit more. Well, first of all, let's talk more about your philanthropy and the fact that you're here. What makes you do this? I mean, I know you're a busy guy and you got a lot on your plate. You really do. But you find a way. What is it in your heart? Like, is there anything that happened in your life, or is there what's driving that sense that you have to want to give? Because I know you do, and you do an awful lot of it.
Right. So I think a lot of it came from when we had our conversation, and I looked into the cause, and I couldn't fathom that there's 200,000 people that are food deprived in our county, in Westchester County, a very affluent county.
Right.
And to think about 200, and especially the children, like, I never think about not eating, obviously, and eating whatever you want, but to think about when you go home at night and that you open your refrigerator and there's not milk or there's not cheese, there's not eggs.
It's real.
It's real. And to think about how many kids, I also, earlier on, I did a lot of coaching. I coached some football, Pop Warner through high school coaching. And you really get touched by the children and they become part of your life. And to think about there are a lot of children in this county that are being raised food insufficient, it breaks my heart. So, you take a couple of days out of your time frame away from, your family and your things that you're doing just to give back and just really to promote the effort and let people know that, as bad as it may seem for you in that moment or how busy you are, it takes $5 to make a difference in somebody's life.
Yeah. Well said. And you're right. I think sometimes it takes somebody or some situation to sort of get you to think, wait a minute, I never realized that. And it's real. I mean, you would never know it. And it's not just one area. It's like all around. And sometimes it's not just people who may really be hurting. It's people who you might not even suspect that have a problem they're working. Absolutely. And they're having, but yet it might be hard to get the right foods on the table. That's the key. Food deprived means you're not really getting the nutrition that you need, and we all know you got to have the right foods to grow. And so that's what Feeding Westchester's been doing, and they've helped me think about it more often. And so we've got this drive that we do, but I think about it throughout the year, and I'm just so, honored, honestly, and blessed to have friends like you that have come together with us, and we've got lots of other ones, including our friends at Robeson and our friends at ENT and Allergy, and this year we've got Jaguar, Land Rover, and New Rochelle came through for us to be here. And partly what they've helped us do is it's not just us sitting here today. We're advertising this on the radio, and we're doing all kinds of things in the community digitally. And that effort, I'm hopeful, has helped us not only raise money, but it also just makes people think about it, right? It's just the idea of, what is that? What's going on? And so we keep doing it, and we're going to keep doing it. And that's our give, right? That's our little part, we're giving our time, we're giving some effort, and we do it together. And that's what's nice, And I have Mike and Joe have been here with me, and I appreciate them taking the time to come down. And, we're making an effort together and making a difference. We definitely are. I mean, we stuffed this truck yesterday, and we're about to today, and it feels good to look in there and see all the bags, and it just goes to show you that people do care and people will come together.
200 bags yesterday.
200 bags, and hopefully we'll get that today too. So, one quick thing, just as far as Norcom goes, what do you want people to know about Norcom besides the fact that you're a giving guy and you do give yourself and you do wonderful things for us and for the community? What should people know? What do they have to know about Norcom?
Today is a little challenging with the pandemic still going on and people working remotely. And, they really don't know what's happening, right, with their jobs, how to communicate the right way. And we talk to people today in a much different way than we have in the last 2 years, and, we just want to have a conversation to introduce technology and where things are today and how it can help you make a decision for your business if you're the business owner, help you as a business employee to really find out, what does it all mean, right? Because communicating via your cell phone is never the right way of doing business, right? It doesn't keep you in touch with your other employees. Your cell phone is your cell phone, but it's really not a business tool.
Correct. And that there's a misconception out there. Yes. I deal with lots of small businesses, and you and I are kind of on the same side of the coin with that. Like they think that they can run their business through it, or it's enough. But if they really want to be professional and have that next level, you refer to yourself as a trusted solution, right? You're the trusted advisor.
Correct.
And you're helping people solve, problems.
Exactly. Because what a lot of businesses have recognized is that during the pandemic that they can trust their employees to work from home, right? A couple of years ago, as much as we talk about what they call hoteling or telecommuting, employees didn't really trust that their employees would be at home really working as productive as they maybe have found out during the pandemic. And I think they were their eyes opened a bunch, and they were a little shocked about what ended up happening, that their businesses still kept
pleasantly surprised, but they needed to get
they needed that. So, but now you have a workforce that is working remotely still, but really they don't have the right answer, right? Mm-hmm. Because just because you're working remotely doesn't mean it's working productively and profitable for a business, right? Because just because you turned on some other features somewhere along the line, you're paying for that. And is it the right way? Some people, not to get too technical, but you have to open up firewalls, which exposes your business, right? Because if you have any kind of records that got to be secured and somebody's working from home and they don't do it properly, you're exposing your business. And I think a lot of business owners do not recognize the risk that they take when people work from home if they're not connected properly.
Right. That's right. Well, good point. And look, if you're listening to this at some point in time and you are questioning how you're running your business, well, Norcom Solutions could be the solution. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, not only because we're doing things together in the community, but Joe's also my provider and been very helpful with how I've been able to run Sharc with a phone at home and a phone in my office, and it's on my cell phone, which, by the way, I love. I have the app. So in my world, we're doing on-hold messaging and greeting, and so I can actually put somebody on hold when I'm in my car on the phone because I'm using the app.
Right.
Tremendous stuff. So, Joe, thanks for that. More to come. We've got a lot more heavy lifting to do together, and I'm looking forward to that. And we're one bag at a time to help the community, and one conversation at a time to help people with their businesses.
Yes.
So,
especially today, making people aware of things. I think for a long time we walked around in our own worlds, and I I think a little bit of awareness goes a long way.
For sure. Joe Denise, President, Norcom Solutions, and also one of our helpful folks here today at Feeding Westchester's Stuff the Truck. It's the 6th annual Stuff the Truck. We're down at ShopRite, and thank you for all your efforts and all your help, folks who are here and who've helped us along the way. We'll be back. We'll be back soon with more people. Take care.